Yeah, but you're also a gamer, so that's unrealistic.
Touching game with weapons.
All right, let's see if having the a reduced number of tabs open helps.
Jesus.
Cause last time wasn't really able to record the session because of
Oh,
audio
shit.
things. Hmm?
Shit.
Is it doing it again?
Huh.
Is it being
What
all
now?
wonky again? My audio?
Not that I can hear.
Now you're sounding good. It's okay. I realized that was mostly just me, not having my headphones turned up all the way. I'm a goober, sorry.
How dare you?
I know, right? God damn me.
Uh, but last time you stayed and laid a trap for a person who apparently floats and has no eyes.
Fucking weird.
But he said that there was going to be attack on Sir Zradhal's manor. And so you returned, gave that forewarning, got paid, and were told of a new another job, or actually, moreover, a request, as a friend of Sir Zradhal has requested assistance. Um, and this is a bit of a hush hush situation because they are the wife of the Empire's enemy. And I believe the last thing that we left off was Buzzley saying, "Yeah, I'm going to stay behind to continue my disguise as Marnix."
Yeah.
And so this week we will have to decide a few things.
And what is that?
Like, what is your plan for doing this job? Who's going with? And well, what you need.
I remember you saying that one of the Dragonborn really wanted to possibly go on that. Is it this one or is it this one?
So this guy is a kobold.
Oh shit. Sorry.
But
I guess so
he,
it probably was this one.
yeah, yeah. He does have family along the possible route. I mean,
So we should bring them. We should or him. We should bring him so he can go see his family. Yes.
That sounds nice.
I don't know if either of you noticed, but in the in character chats, though I probably should say roleplay chat now. So
Oh
Sir
shit.
Zradhal would have at one point said, "I don't know what ruins my friend is currently hiding at. I'm a soldier, not a scholar, so my knowledge of ruins is minimal at best." She said that she had passed the shaky Mubahosuli's pass on her way to Nerdalithim. A week ago, a lookout spotted something in the sky and feared it was a dragon. Her band scattered. She recently came across the ruin she's staying at. Being that she is neither local nor in possession of a map, plus the fact that the land is so flat, she has no idea where she is. The best I can come up with is that she is somewhere in Domer County. If that is the case, we'd best hope that the ruins she is at aren't anywhere close to the Domer Castle, and that if what the locals saw was a dragon, that it wasn't Konig Holnshin, the poison mind. Geister beschützen sie if it was.
Oh, is he like a bad dragon? Oh, I'm sorry. That was a bad joke. I didn't think about that when I said that. Sorry.
He is a green dragon.
Oh,
And
that's horrible.
and they are known for alchemical experiments.
Jesus Christ.
And I don't know if this is true, but it is said that if you're within, I think, 6 miles of a green dragon's lair, which Domer Castle would be his lair, that if anything above a certain intelligence level drinks the water, that the dragon can choose if it's poisonous or not.
Oh, jeez. I guess we have to make sure that we carry enough water with us, then. Or,
So
Lynn.
6 miles, you said?
I believe it was 6 miles.
Lynn, are magical folk able to, like, make water?
Yes, I believe there are spells that can create water. Unfortunately, I don't know. Well, I'm not able to cast them.
So, she speaks up and says, I mean, there is a spell that cures poison or purifies food and water. Unfortunately, that's not a ritual that I prepared.
Right.
Hmm.
Let's see. How long do you suppose it would take to get to this county?
Well, let me take a look. Less than a day.
I see.
Like less than a day to get to the border between this county and Domer County. I mean, where you were was by the lake and UNR. That was the western side of Domer County.
Oh, I see, I see. Let's see here. Is anyone else able to, I guess, cure poisons?
I guess that would be an important skill.
I don't know how you magical types do it, to be honest. Oh, pardon me.
I mean, it depends on the magical type. Everyone has a different way of doing things.
Just in general. I don't know how any magical types do it.
Is it? Who? Yeah, yeah, Twilight, or Hakume, will say, actually, I think several of us know how to use herbalism kits.
Oh, I have an herbalism kit, I believe. I'm gonna go rustle through my bags. Do I have an herbalism kit? Swear to fuck I had one. Nope. I have a frying pan. She pulls out a frying pan. Never mind, I just have a frying pan. I suppose we could boil the water, but that only, removes bacteria.
Yeah, it doesn't get rid of some poisons. Some can be destroyed that way. But I guess, does anyone who's coming with us have a herbalism kit or alchemy kit?
Well, I think we should decide who's going to go. Volkrath is. I have family in Domer County. Specifically, if we took the main roads, it would be the next city. Uh, Technically, small town or village. So I can use an herbalism kit. Does he have one? He doesn't. Um, doesn't look like Twilight does either. Uh, Renar, you actually have proficiency in herbalism kit for some reason.
Hell yeah, that's our Renara.
But I'm not seeing it in your equipment. Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's just say that Musley is gone off to do his thing. Um, Ganbatar, the orc, he. I mean, he Musley's doing something pretty dangerous. I mean, why? Perhaps I should see if I can help him out.
Are you sure, Derry?
I'm fairly sure. I mean, these two can attest to me not being as helpful in a fight.
Oh, how come? Why is that, dear?
Because the only thing he wears is leather armor, and he's got a rapier. Meanwhile, well, Renara, she's a barbarian, and me, I have, this, and, it looks like a liquid metal, um, just, forms around him, into a, somewhat, a suit of armor that looks like is made of liquid silver.
God damn. Well, I mean, Renar not wearing any armor, of course. I feel like that kind of defeats the argument against him just having really terrible armor, if that was an argument. But if you're
I also
certain,
have,
just be
yeah,
careful.
I also have the most variety, at least when it comes to tools. That could also be applied to um, skills as well. Also, he's not the brightest. Renara is smarter than him.
That's very true. She's very smart. But this girl needs to put more meat on her bones.
Yeah.
Okay, if
What
you're
now?
certain then.
Yeah.
Hmm?
He is a lore bard with a -1 intelligence.
Oh dear God, poor guy.
How does he have the lore?
He makes it up. It follows more along the lines of like him just desperately making up a tale while going along.
Now, as for me personally, I have a business here in the city. I would prefer to stay, but if you guys really need someone that with my particular skill set, I'll go. Um, I don't see why you would, unless like, you guys were all thinking of getting a cart. Can any of you drive a cart?
I've never driven one. I've seen many driving them.
Is it that hard?
Horrible routes.
I mean, it can be deceptively difficult at times. I mean, I can drive land vehicles.
I mean, if you're volunteering.
I'm not volunteering. I'm just saying I can go if you guys need me.
Should we volunteer him?
You volunteer the people? Yeah, but
Volunteer him to stay with us? I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Elroniel says, well, I think the three of us are going, because, I mean, Vilgrath obviously wants to go, so I don't see any reason why the two of us shouldn't tag along. Besides, more mercenaries means better cover if we want to go with Sir Zradhal's suggestion.
Exactly. Do you have any other suggestions, Lynn, on who should come with?
not too much. We want to keep the party small, right? Just to keep the dragon from.
Well,
Right.
well, maybe like small enough that we don't get noticed from the sky, but large enough that we can say that we're acting as bodyguards. Again, assuming that we want to go with
Yeah,
the suggestion that Zradhal came up with.
I guess. Do we have enough currently for the body?
Let's see, we got the two of you, and I think if I think Grandma is going to really push for Renard to go, even if she didn't want to go. And
Poor
the three of
Bernard.
us, so that's 6.
Yeah, should be enough.
7 if we need Volko.
Well, does anyone else have the ability to drive land vehicles?
I don't, but I've seen many people do, so I mean, how hard can it be?
The dancing
Looks
dragon seems amongst themselves like, no.
looks like we're bringing, what was his name, Volko?
Yes, that VOKKO is the kobold.
Cool. Okay, yeah. I love my note takings. All right.
Then I will go ahead and get
That.
him out of the way.
Well, what I was saying, we can keep Volko because we need the land driver. main vehicle driving. Unless we want to have hijinks.
I mean, well, I mean, we could have just people take turns driving. At least those of us that don't have mounts or prefer to walk. Something tells
I
me that
guess
Grandma
you're right.
would prefer to walk, not necessarily ride in a cart.
She would
Yeah, I
rather
think
walk? How dare
I've
she?
walked my whole life. I've got strong lady hips.
Lady hips are supposed to be strong?
Yeah, it's good for the running.
Why would you want to run?
Because I can.
That's concerning.
Okay, so it sounds like we who's going figured out, but how are we going to find out where these ruins are?
I mean, do we just want to try and follow the trajectory? The most reasonable location, I guess, or area they would go to?
Okay,
Whatever the distance between wherever she came from and wherever we are, you know?
Yeah, and like how you would generally run away from a dragon in the sky.
okay. Let me ask you this: Are anyone besides the Dragonborn and the Kobold locals?
Not me.
Nope.
I mean, you really shouldn't have included me in that because I only really know this city. And like Sirs Radhole said, I mean, I'm not a scholar. I'm a blacksmith, at best. I also do some tinkering.
Ooh, a blacksmith, you say?
I mean, yeah, like pridefully like puts his hand to his chest. Yeah, I'm pretty good with with some smithing tools.
Same here. Maybe we can work together sometime on a project.
Oh yeah, almost certainly. I mean that armor you wear it is. I'm certain it is not paper because that would be a very poor armor unless it was done in a lot of layers. So if you
It's a
know,
combination of paper and steel.
ah, and is it this armor? Steel and mercury.
Nice.
Yeah. So mine may be a bit easier to work with than steel and paper, but it's more dangerous if you get some on you.
That is true. I just thought mine looked uh this just looked better and more my style. But
Yeah,
yours is magical, isn't it?
oh, terribly sorry.
It's not necessarily magical. I mean, I'm not shooting spells or spell-like stuff out of my gloves, but
Oh, that'd be so cool.
but this armor racks more to my intellect than my dexterity.
And that's pretty much all I need, what you needed to do, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Um, Vilkrath, as the conversation between Lynn and Voko is going on with the two barbarians between them, is He puts his hand up to his chin. Thinks, well, I'm from Dormer County, but I'm a farmer, not necessarily a scholar. I've heard rumors, but not anything useful. I'm sure we could find more rumors of ruins if we went either to where I'm from or the big city on the other side.
Could work, I believe.
I mean,
So we don't have too many people who, or at least you have some knowledge, I guess.
I know people that may know something. I mean, people that I do business with.
I mean, yeah, true. Merchants are always tend to know about what's going on.
And plus, if we get there fast enough, we I'm sure my wife wouldn't have any objections to preparing everyone food, though she may have questions as
Oh,
to
you
why.
just want to see your wife.
Not entirely. I mean, she may have questions as to why I'm traveling with a group of women, mostly women.
I'm sure she'll relax about that.
Well, I'm sure she'll be fine with grandma as long as she doesn't scare the kids.
I think that's the main issue.
I'll do my best. Can't
Yeah,
help it.
just don't go walking around telling people you want to eat their bones.
It's difficult. It's something I'm working on. Sort of. On my off days.
Your
Attempting.
days.
Grandmothers can have off days.
When have you had off days?
When I haven't had on days. She like kind of like bleps her tongue out, like cheekily, like, haha, fuck you guys.
So,
Yeah.
what was her name? No, that's not. Hers. Valfina, I think. NPCs. Yeah, Valfina says. So are we going with the? Well, am I going to be joining you as a scholar to give your mission or your deception more validity?
I think that could work.
Yeah, that would work. Be nice.
I might also be able to help out a little. I mean, I'm not totally helpless.
That
Theta
sounds too nice.
stifles a laugh. You helpless, please. You only pretend to be helpless so I can be the daring knight. Um. Okay, so a sticky note is somewhat inconvenient. But yeah. So I suppose at this point, uh, all right. So a one of the NPCs or you guys will lay out a map. So, well, this is probably our search area if we want to be really pedantic about things. Um, and Vilcraft will point to this city right here. Say, that's where I'm from.
Where do you point to? Oh, the big G? Right.
No, right there.
Oh, there. I am Valiant. It's Vilcroft.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the big city that we can probably get more rumors in is Prenix Store.
Grandma wasn't here. Okay. Yeah. Lola. How do you even say that name?
What?
I am Hog.
Naha, Naima Haglola.
Okay, I got that.
And the pass that was mentioned is this road right here.
Oh joy. So we don't want to go. So they were. So she was on that pass.
She had passed the pass.
Oh, I see. Hmm.
So probably she's within the region between the edge of our map and where we are. That's delightful.
Indeed. So nice.
Should we head off to Nimahaglola then? I don't
Looks.
understand how people can make noises with their tongues like that. That is difficult. Jesus.
That's because you're not
You know.
dragonborn. Right? You may have your snout may be as long as ours, but the few times that I've heard you speak Draconic, it sounds very strange.
Yes, definitely is difficult, but we can get there.
I'm sure you'll get it eventually. Gratna.
Right. So the day passes, and the next morning, uh, well, the question would be, like, before you break, would be, who's leading this expedition?
Who's leading? It's a great question.
There are several
Any
arguments that
any
could be
volunteer?
made here.
Um. All right. What are
I mean, an argument could be made for
any of the
Valfina.
NPCs have an argument against? Valfina's the scholar, right?
Valfina is a scholar, but she's also married into nobility, which would give her, I suppose, technically the highest rank out of all of us. Then, with age, perhaps Gratma right, wins in that respect. Not quite, dear Kobold. If going off of age, I'm most likely the eldest, being in my 120s. Well, there we go. There's the elf.
Elves.
That was
Always
the trick.
living way too long sometimes. No offense, of
This
course. I don't mean to say that you're living way too long. I just say, my goodness golly. The lifespan of elves is definitely something that doesn't make any sense.
sure many yeah. I mean, for the elves, I'm sure it's just normal for them to live that way.
But that being said, our group we haven't sussed out who is quote unquote leader of us just yet. Renara says, I am not a leader unless it's on my own.
Oh,
Fair enough.
nonsense, Renara. You've got this. You can lead with those strutting muscles of yours.
Muscles don't always make a good leader.
The two barbarians look over and squint.
It has been, I mean, it's true. Muscles do not equate to intelligence all the time.
You can equate to man power. In this case, woman power. And she kind of flexes her own muscles.
Yes, yes. I believe that has already come up that there's quite a few females in the party or group.
Alright then, what if the scholarly lady leads us, but we all act as either the muscle to help protect everyone, or assistants to help scholar everyone? What is it that scholars do?
Scholars tend to research things.
Read lots of
Ah.
books.
Yes.
How many books do we have?
Quite a few.
Then everyone that isn't, I guess, specifically muscly looking, maybe all should have books so that they look scholarly.
Okay, but what does that do for someone like me, who is not scholarly material or very strong? I mean, my wife tells me I have a pretty face.
I mean, it's all a matter of perception. And looks don't generally make the scholar.
We can always hand you a book and possibly a giant meaty haunch that you can deadlift for a bit, just to get some muscle.
Meaty haunch to deadlift?
I don't know. We just kind of get our muscles naturally.
Tara, you're telling a sorcerer to work out.
Work out, bitch. Get swole.
Just get good, Fivehead. Every scholar in a 5-mile radius is upset.
Oh, like the one
Except
that
for
you're
the one
suggesting
making.
is in charge?
Yeah. Says the scholar as well. Is what?
I'll tell you, her primary class is quite literally called Scholar.
Oh, that's hilarious. I love it.
Let's see. Her class and her background are both Scholar.
Wonderful. I only have, the background scholar.
I mean, she's also an NPC who doesn't have to follow the rules that you guys do. Well, doesn't
Tell
necessarily
me
have to
you
follow the
gave
rules.
her.
Yeah, such as like starting at a higher level.
Oh, Jesus.
Dear gods.
I mean,
So,
think about it. I just told you her primary class is a scholar.
oh dear.
Which means she's multi-classed. Where else would the draconic tail and horns come from?
I don't know. I don't usually. I just thought it was because of her parents being funky.
I mean, that could be the case, but we're not there yet.
We're not there yet. What do you mean we're not there yet? You don't know? Yeah.
You'll see
Uh huh.
eventually.
Let's see. Said to a blind man. No, I'm not gonna do it.
I see, says the blind man.
Indeed.
Okay, so after an early morning breakfast, Fiona will say that they don't have a cart in the supplies that they currently have access to, but they certainly within the budget. That and horses.
Horses would be nice. Not all of us are as strong as Grandma.
That does raise a question.
What is that question?
That question is what is grandma's strength?
Oh, I thought we already
Only
answered that. It's
13.
really low.
It's only 13, but I like to think that that's pretty well rounded. Because it is above average, technically.
It is. But that means that there is. Let's see, you said 13?
Yeah. There's a significant chance that somebody does have a higher strength than me.
At least 2 characters.
Oh, Jesus.
One of them isn't even a knoll. Well, actually, you're the only knoll. 3. uh,
This is fine.
and I think you. Let's see. Your character sheet says you have 11. Alright. So, the people that have a higher strength score than Gratma are Twilight, Renara, and the Kobold.
Nobody will ever know.
Ah, yes, the Kobold has a higher strength score than the Berserker.
By a single point, but yes. Okay, so to simplify things, a cart and a couple horses will be purchased to pull the cart. Any leftover wood that wasn't used will be put into the back of the cart, as well as some extra for the journey.
Okay, most of our fucking wood.
And
Alright, dearies, are we ready for a nice fun journey?
I suppose so. As Elroniel and Twilight whistle and their riding horse and elk come out. They mount up on them.
A riding horse and an elk. Well, alrighty then.
Again, I'm pretty sure that is one of the options for Fine Steed.
It is. I had a
It
paladin that
is.
rode an elk.
It's a lot of fun.
Let's carry on. Volkov, you mind driving? Yeah, sure. So he has to scramble up into the driver's seat.
Grandma's got her bone staff out to help her with her walking, as it were, but she's also just being able to walk normally.
Renara will come up to Grandma and say, "Sir, do you want to take points with me in front of the cart?"
Of course, dearie, that would be delightful. Let's go.
Yeah,
And
we
she
can have
goes
the
to,
two
like,
riders behind the cart, keeping an eye out.
that sounds wonderful.
Uh, and you set off. So let's see, how far do you get to this first day? So I think Gratma and Renara are probably the slowest people with the speed of 40 feet.
It's okay. I don't want to get in the cart.
However, someone just took the Far Traveler talent, so you can travel for 10 hours versus a normal 8.
Woo.
And I think you get just past the fork in the road before you have to stop for the evening.
Oh
this
no,
is
not the fork in the road.
Oh,
Worry about it.
So an entire day will go by. Is there any particular conversations that would have happened?
not unless anyone wants to talk to old Grandma. Grandma's gonna just enjoy the night.
I mean, this
And
can
she's going to fall asleep chewing on her bone staff.
this can be like on the road because you got 10 hours of walking.
That is true.
I mean, what? Do we have a cart? Or
Yeah, you have a cart.
I thought I heard that.
Yeah,
And
Grandma and Renard just walking up front.
walking. So yeah, no, Lynn's reading her book and on the cart then. Just the entire time.
Yeah, Elroniel and Twilight hanging behind the cart on their mounts. They're conversing in Elvish because they both hail from elven lands. Volko is just concentrating on driving.
He's a good driver.
And Valfina and Vilkrath are having a conversation about sorcery. Basically, the gist for depending on how much Lynn is paying attention, I basically get that Vilkrath didn't know that he was a sorcerer up until like a year ago.
Oh, wow.
And basically, like, how they discovered it was is that while he was out working in the fields, like, he accidentally cast a spell, and when he told his wife about it, she basically said, like, you need to figure out how to control that before the children find out and hurt themselves trying to mimic you.
Oh dear.
Oh, dear.
Smart wife.
So he took that in a took that advice and basically walked around the entire continent. That's how I'm justifying the far traveler talent for him. So he's basically been looking for a person that can teach him how to control his magic. Because
Lovely.
he's only well, at this point, a 4th level sorcerer and doesn't really know what's happening.
Did we level up?
Yes, you should have.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
I didn't
right.
actually I'm so sorry. I'm a goo bear. A goo goo bear.
I
I forgot about that.
I think I was just very tired.
Yeah.
and you aren't now.
Also fair
Hey.
valid. Ayo.
I think for yeah, I think for just the two of you, it should mostly be just deciding whether or not you want to increase a ability score or take a talent.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah. I guess I'll start working on that.
Yeah, just be on the listening in case I need to ask you something.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry about that. We can
Um,
continue.
Probably should increase my strength. Maybe I could double it. I could go, well, not double, but I can move it up to like 2
Double or nothing.
and double and give it to the next person. And the next person is Renata. Take it, Renata. You're fine.
I think I'm
You'll
fine.
live.
I think I'm fine. I already have a 18 in strength.
God.
Jesus Christ, those rippling pectorals.
Um. Yeah. Okay. So the day passes, and you eventually come to the village of Naimaihagola. Where I think after 3 hours of being on the road, um, you'll come into town. I guess I can pull up Asgar's fantasy map generator to see if I can get the map of the town. It'll just take me a bit. Okay, that looks interesting. I'm not going to mess with that. um, but Vilcross will basically say that the town is divided into 2 wards, or 2 halves. Uh, say that there isn't necessarily a local dragon in the area that owns the land, but that there are several dragonborn families that own the land that people work on. Um, uh, I, if I'm remembering correctly, there is a market in the town. So it'll basically be like, so do we want to stop here or do we want to go to my place first? I mean, I suppose we can let some people off here while I take Volko to my place so I can inform the family that we have guests, or going to have guests.
Sure.
That works with me.
Yeah, so you don't surprise your wife.
All right. Okay, Grandma, how insistent are you going to be that I help out here?
Hmm? Oh, dearie. It's all right, dear. You can help out however much you would like. Maybe in combat, if you want to help out more, that is totally fine, dearie. Looking at martial talents right now.
Yeah, she's probably not going to be too helpful because she is almost certainly a martial character. Okay, so yeah, I think the two guys in Renar will go off, and meanwhile, it's the two of you, Valfina and Elroniel and Twilight, that have decided to stay into town and ask around, I believe.
Yeah, stay in town, ask around.
Yeah, so you've been left to your own devices. What is it that you would like to do?
Hmm.
Excellent question.
Sorry, I'm looking at more stuffs.
Take your time.
When asking around, I guess we can head to the inn or a bar or something. See if we can ask people there if they've seen the party that we're looking for. Uh,
All right. Okay, so you head to the local inn. Shame that I don't. It's a shame that both times when I pulled up the map generator, it's generated maps that I want to take a look at further. I suppose I could try for a third time. Just don't give me an interesting map that I want to take a look at later, so I can pull up the actual map I'm supposed to be looking at.
do it.
No. I can give it to you guys retroactively, or when the session's done. Yeah, so I suppose someone give me a either investigation or perception.
Let's see here. Investigation is 0. I rolled a 14 for perception.
All right. You
And yeah, let's go with hers.
All right.
Lynn appears a little busy.
All right. Gratma, you are able to spot an inn near the marketplace. Inside, it doesn't appear to be too busy at the moment, or maybe even at all. I mean, it's kind of a small establishment. Um, there is like a stables for, pardon me, what appears to be mostly used by um, merchants that are passing through. as there are a handful of carts. Like the stables is almost as big as the inn itself, which isn't saying much. Inside, uh, yeah, it's almost like at least the common room is very much like the saloons you see in spaghetti westerns.
I see.
Um, yeah, there is a dwarf behind the counter. Appears to be like drying a glass. At one table, you do see a dragonborn with some humans and halflings or small folk. uh, but yeah, that's what you find in the alleys. That's what you see immediately. Um,
I see.
the dwarf sees you come in and say, I'll just find a place, sit down, I'll get to you in a moment.
Thanks.
Uh, oh, damn. Okay. Damn, those two girls are doing well.
What now?
Oh, I
I'm
was just
gonna
rolling
increase my
for.
strength to. Sorry.
I was just rolling Twilight and Iraniel's investigations. They got some good rolls. um,
That's good.
I'm increasing my strength to 14, and then I am giving myself a feat called Heaven Weapon Mastery.
yeah, very nice. I thought about getting Renara that one. But I decided to go with something else instead. Those two, they're asking around town. They did not go with you to the tavern. Or inn.
I mean, most people go through the tavern. Or the inn, I guess I should say.
Tavern, inn, they're pretty much interchangeable with TTRPGs.
Yeah. There we go.
Well, this is a nice little place.
Yes, most beings tend to go through inns and taverns and the like. Why we are here, I guess, to see what is going on.
And she'll basically go over and take a seat by the bar.
And then we'll follow suit as she seems no, some origami.
Grandma, what do you wish to do?
She's a little
Er, Uh, let me see. We're in a tavern right now.
Yes.
yep.
Yeah. So there is
I
a dwarf bartender behind the bar, and over at a table by a window is a dragonborn and a couple of humans and small folk.
hmm. I'll go over to the Dragonborn, and in Draconic, I'll say, "Oh, well, hello, good sir. I was in the neighborhood with a couple of friends, and I was wondering if you would know anything about ruins being in these areas. Looking for something cool."
Ruins? I think you may
Yes,
have.
yes, ruins. Just
Well, uh, what about ruins? What's a bunch of ruins for Noel?
well, not necessarily too much for me, but my friends happen to be more of the scholarly types. They're looking for some sort of fancy dancy research project or something of the sort. Plus, ruins would be a wonderful place for an ambush, wouldn't they? And she kind of gives him a grin, but she hides her teeth.
Right.
Oh god.
Right. Um. What are your friends again?
They're scholarly types.
Well, yeah, I realize that. But scholars from where?
Uh, what's the town that we just came from? Uh,
Neridilithum.
where's we're scholars from Izakrin.
Zachrin. Oh,
Yes.
then looks to the humans and the small folk. Is that town big enough for scholarly pursuits?
Just because it's not that big doesn't mean that there can't be scholars living amongst the fellows.
I mean, scratching is it? I suppose. But you're looking for ruins, eh?
Yes,
I might
we're
know of.
just kind of.
I might know of a few. Might not.
Oh, wonderful. You might not. Oh, I see. Your memory is just as fuzzy as me, isn't it? And she gives like a little hyena laugh.
I mean, give me a good reason as to remember, and I might remember.
Kind of gives him the big old like toothless smile, and her eyes are open while she's doing this, and she very slowly retracts her teeth out. Can I roll like an intimidation or
I was
something?
about to ask
Oh
for
dear
intimidation.
god.
Oh,
That's
that's a 14.
Yeah, if you look around, you'll find them. I mean, you have to go off road for them because they're ruins for a reason. Yeah.
Oh, of course. she's gonna carefully pull out like a sort of map that she's been developing, um, and just kind of rolls it out. Can you sort of point here where they might be?
I If you're looking for something that hasn't been ransacked, you're probably best like looking slightly inland from the river. Like
Slightly
either
inland from the river, around in this
yeah,
area.
either over here or over here.
Wonderful, you've been so helpful. And she's going to retract her teeth back into her mouth. Well, I suppose I should get back to my friends, but thank you so much for your help. Oh, you're just the sweetest. She's gonna reach up and pinch his cheek.
I swipe your hand away before your hand reaches his cheek. Personal space, ma'am.
She retracts her teeth back out again. Of course, of course. Have a lovely day, young man. She's gonna hobble back over as if she didn't just try to fucking freak out a dragonborn. Well, I found some good areas.
Well, that was going on. Lynn? Valfina, sit yourselves down before the dwarf like turns around. Alright, what can I get you? I can't promise a whole variety of things, but I can promise a few.
Alcohol, preferably. And
Well, what kind of alcohol do you want?
what you got?
We got ale and wine.
Sounds like ale. Never had that before.
It's 2 silver for. No, it's 4 copper for a mug.
Alright. She'll hand it over. She's got that.
And Valfina said, how much for wine? For a pitcher, 2 silver. For a bottle, 10 gold. And she'll pay him 2 silver. Now, I believe that I don't think I've ever seen 2 of you here. Traveling with the Knoll, no less.
Oh, hello.
She's quite interesting. But no, I don't suppose you have.
Kind of far from the Knoll lands.
Yes, we traveled quite far. And my friends here were from Zakran.
What now?
Zakran, and she points on her map. That's where we came from. She gives a nice, non-toothy smile.
See.
Grandma, could you give me a deception check?
Yes. Alright, let's see here. Deception is a 1. I rolled a fucking 9. It was almost a nat 20. I'm so upset.
Almost a natural 20.
It was almost a natural 20. I almost got away with it too. Wasn't for the meddling kids and that dumb dog I ate a few days ago.
It's a dumb dog I hate.
Fuck.
Thank you, Grandma, for creating Velma. And I think most Scooby-Doo fans would take that as an insult.
Got away with it too.
The bartender like gives you like a side eye.
Lynn just looks confused.
What can I do for you, strangers? Besides
I have
food and
a
drink.
few questions, I guess.
What questions do you have?
First one being, have you seen the scholarly party come through recently?
I we have every now and then some scholars going between Nerdalism and Pernixtor. Right. Those are the two big cities in the Empire.
I see. Um,
Even seen one from Yeverdras.
you're very good.
Yeah, it's the capital. I mean, they say it's the capital, but everyone really knows. Everyone knows it's Nerdalism. Just because the Kaiser lives in Yeverdras doesn't mean that most of the governing doesn't happen in the big city.
Yes. Where'd this interesting party go to, do you know? Or we're planning going to?
They're usually just going between the two big cities because those are where the universities are.
Yes, universities are quite nice. But
I mean, with how rich some of those people look, yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you, man. I didn't hear a single word you just said.
Yeah, you cut out a little bit there.
Just a tad, just a little bit.
With how rich some of those people look, yeah, I suppose.
So they looked rich, this party?
I mean, I don't know how many people here could afford to attend university.
True. Not wrong about that. Such a shame. But were there any scholarly like parties heading for a rune nearby or something like that? That you know?
What, were you part of a group of students that got left behind?
You could say that. I mean, that's pretty close to the truth.
I mean,
That's more like got lost, but
uh, high or low?
hi.
I mean, there was a group of students that came by here a couple weeks ago, but uh, I don't know what direction they were heading off to.
Fair enough.
Most students, if they're looking for ruins, they're going to be coming from Nerdalisum or Yeverdras, because supposedly all the good ruins are up by Pernixtor. Supposedly.
Yeah, that's what we've heard. That's where we're heading. that, you have. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Can I get anything for you, Noel?
Oh, I don't suppose I have much money, but I think I could go with maybe a nice hearty drink, perhaps.
We got ale and wine.
Let's do. Ooh, let's get fancy. Let's do wine.
I think it's 2 silver for a pitcher.
Let's
Full
see.
picture.
How many silver and 1 gold again? And she holds up a gold that she has.
10.
Oh, wonderful. So, I will give a gold then.
And he'll give you 9 silver back.
Wonderful.
Not gorillas, though. Doesn't have gorillas.
No gorillas? Damn.
Damn.
We've been lied to.
How dare they? Ah!
Sorry, I just had to say that because I recently saw Casual Geographic's video on gorillas.
Yeah, he did the Harambe deal.
Yeah.
And the word silverback was mentioned at least once.
At least once.
Well, look, man, I was watching a react video to that video.
Oh.
You're watching a react video?
Yeah, because
Bruh.
I already seen the original video.
Bruh.
You can get some good reactions.
Yeah, you're getting some right now. That's sigh.
Anything
Holy
else
fuck,
I can do
dude.
for you 3?
Oh, I'm just fine. Thank you so much, dear. Oh my, you've been so pleasant.
Yes, quite nice of you. I don't have much for now.
Alright. So, what now?
I drink. I'm just gonna try to drink the entire, like, wine all in one go.
I guess we're just having a drinking party now. Lynn does not have the guts to ask the other question. Yes.
I'm sure that the others will find us soon. And look at this! And she pulls out the little map thing where she's circled the 2 areas. I've found where we might be able to find some ruins.
How nice, Grandma.
That lovely gentleman over there, and she kind of points over her shoulder at the Dragonborn. He was so kind as to point out where there might be some of these. Isn't he just the sweetest?
I'm sure he's happy. He was happy to help.
Oh, I'm sure of it.
Poor guy's probably having a heart attack.
He asked what it would benefit him, but once I showed him a lovely smile, he decided that I was just the sweetest little thing, and he went and helped me out without charge. Oh, he's so sweet.
I'm sure your smile is the best in the world, Grandma.
It is, and then she kind of just, like, gives the same sort of, like, slowly retracting out teeth smile.
Lynn smiles back.
Oh,
Just
you have a
trying to
lovely smile.
copy her movements.
Yeah. Valfina moves uncomfortably.
She's like, what the fuck?
What?
Why did I decide to go with the knoll?
Because the doll makes good cookies.
I make wonderful cookies out of my frying pan. Who knows how the fuck I fry them in a pan?
Hey, fried cookies are great.
Oh yes, fried cookies are the best.
That'll give you a heart attack. Or 5.
Oh fuck. Fuck. I suppose if the others don't appear here soon, Grandma might kind of shimmy out of her chair and shuffle outside to see where everyone else is.
Yeah. Let's do the D4. Let's see, who do you see first?
Yes.
So evens will be Elroniel, odds will be Twilight. Alright, towards the marketplace, you see Twilight conversing with a merchant. Just standing on the ground, holding the reins of her elk. Talking with a dragonborn merchant, you'd guess.
Oh dearie! And she's gonna like shuffle over to her and everything, and she's gonna make sure that her teeth are retracted into her mouth. Do you know where the others are? I just chugged a wine and I think it's been a little too long if I was able to do that.
Are you alright? Do you need healing?
Oh no, I'm fine, dearie. Thank you for asking. But, do you know where the others are by any chance? I found some wonderful places, that we could go searching in. And she pulls out her, little map and she starts sort of drawing as well, little, pathways. You see, these are wonderful. These are wonderful little areas to be finding, you know what we're looking for here.
I mean, Elroniel is on the other side of the market. Trying to see if we can get any information on where these ruins might be.
Yes, if you would like. I mean, these two areas here, they seem to have quite a bit of ruins, possibility at least. These two areas right here. Please stop me if things get a little strange while I'm trying.
I am trying not to.
I'm gonna erase everything here.
I've been a part of the modern world too long. Oh, really? Yeah, I think.
Ask a wonderful gentleman inside.
You showed him your teeth, didn't you?
Oh, you know I don't have any teeth, dear. And she gives her a nice toothless smile. You know I don't have any teeth of any sort. I just gave him one of my award-winning smiles, and he knew that I was the most trustworthy person.
Grandma, I was there when Lynn asked if your mother could retract her teeth.
No, I never mentioned ever having teeth. And she's just gonna like dramatically shake her head. Oh, and she looks at the dragonborn man. She's like, "You believe me, don't you?" And she gives him a toothless grin. I have no teeth in these chompers.
Ma'am, I believe I've told you what was you wanted to know.
Oh, it's you. Hello. Wait, is it the same fucking dragon boy?
No.
Okay. Oh, he's talking to her. Okay, I was gonna be all like, yo, dog, what the fuck? Ran into him again?
No. That guy's still in
This
the
poor
tavern.
dragon boy.
Fuck. Holy shit. Sorry.
No,
Oh,
he
we're
he
good.
said that to Twilight. He's like, ma'am, I told you what you wanted to know. I am going to pretend like this conversation isn't happening.
Just don't look the crazy doll in the eyes.
Don't look that dog in the eyes. I think they're starting to drool.
She's getting like a little hungry.
She starts foaming at the mouth. Oh god!
Oh no.
She might
Get
be
the
rabid.
spray bottle out!
She might
Get
be
the
rabid.
spray bottle! Oh, the chaos. I'm sorry.
Yes, get the spray bottle. She might be afraid of water.
Shit. Well, regardless of if I showed any sort of teeth existing or non-existing, I did get wonderful information from a dragonborn in there, and he says that inland, on on either side of this river, should be a decent setup of ruins, but we have to go off of the beaten trail, as it were, just to find them. You know.
Yes, that makes sense. The merchants that I spoke with, they said that if we're looking for ruins that haven't been studied to ruin, or, then our best bet would be as far away from the cities and the roads as possible.
I'll probably also just kind of select this area just on the off chance. We'll just be like, maybe they're over here. I don't mean for this to be a secret dirty drawing. I'm so sorry if it is.
What?
I wouldn't have seen it if you didn't point it out.
I'm sorry, my brain is really, really bad today. This one's a shoe. See, it's like a little Mickey Mouse shoe.
Don't
But
forget
that
to
God.
copyright.
means anything.
Sorry.
Don't you know
I
how
saw that video.
Don't you know how dangerous Disney's lawyers are?
Oh, fuck, you're right.
They're almost as bad as Nintendo's. Actually, no, I think it's the other way around.
Oh, Lord. Oh, no. The clown shoes. Whatever the fuck a clown is, I mean.
Oh yeah,
All right.
the few that said that there would be some good ones probably over here.
That sounds absolutely wonderful. Perhaps I'll go find the others and see if I can deduce where more spots might be. Let them all know that we are waiting in the tavern. I'm going to keep looking around. Do you know where the others are?
Well, uh, Vilcross, Vocal, and Renar haven't come back from wherever it is they were going.
I will go look around, and I'm gonna step away from the scenes that Lynn can do stuff if they want to do stuff. I realized, oh no, I'm doing too much shit. I'm taking up too much time. Fuck.
It's fine. I'm generally very quiet playing D&D in either case.
Yeah, it's just you're taking up Victor's spot of unintentionally hugging the spotlight.
Yep. Lynn's meanwhile just enjoying her beer. Probably the first one she's had ever.
Well, hey, this is fantasy Germany, so it's perfectly legal.
Yep, perfectly legal. Keep forgetting that I made her uh pretty young.
Late teens, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Uh,
17.
and I believe it was Berserker Barbarian, if I'm remembering correctly.
Who was?
Uh, the your work on your backstory. Yeah, yeah. Berserker Barbarian has frenzy.
Oh, you're checking out the backstory right now.
Oh no, I just saw it the last time I checked.
Yeah, I figured as much. I kind of forgot. Yeah, that sister is fun.
Sounds fun. Might
A lot
throw
of fun
her.
to play.
Might throw her in here eventually.
If you want to. um,
But yes,
anywho.
this is what the ending of the Order of the Swan was like.
What? Just chaos or
No, like Victor doing most of the talking with me.
true? You're not wrong. To be fair, generally what happens is I'll be active for a while and then I go get really tired. I am not a night person.
But
Anyway,
yeah. You said Lynn was just hanging out, drinking her beer.
I guess she will start uh, walking around town. She is looking. I mean, she's looking for. You know, I guess checking out the merchant stands around here.
All right. Most of the merchant stands. I mean, it's kind of like a farmer's market, because this is a farming community. Uh,
Yeah, so most of the stands are just food for now.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, you do get the occasional merchant that came from farther afield, but most of the people here are either a merchant working on behalf of a farming family, or a farmer themselves.
Okay, definitely not what she wants. And so,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, she'll ask around trying to find uh possible, like, if there's anyone who might have seen uh the party we're looking for.
all right. I'll give. Go ahead. Give me an investigation.
Alrighty. Okay, she's instead not investing. That was a one. She she starts looking around, and I guess she starts reading her book somewhere. Well, I guess making an origami sun.
All right. So as you're beginning to get distracted, Orania will eventually say, "Oh, Lynn, how are you? How goes the search?"
She'll like look up from like this faintly glowing like sun she's got in her hands. Like, search. Oh yeah, right. Um. Apparently uh there's ruins over by Pernexar. I think Grandma has more on that than me.
Well, that makes sense from the limited knowledge I know. Uh, I think if there was a way to contact Zer's Radhall, since it sounds like he had a form of communicating with his friend, uh, if we could learn what side of the river she's on, we could pinpoint uh, where she is more accurately.
That seems wise. Do you have such a way?
I don't, but perhaps Velfina has something. I mean, she and her wife were supposed to be helping Sir's Hall.
All right, we can ask her. I don't know when we see her then.
I also imagine that she would want to, or at least Theta would want to keep track of how her wife's doing.
I mean, any good couple would want to know what the other is up to when they're in other cities.
That's true. After a bit, uh, uh, blanking on the name, Vilkrath will, well, you all reunite, basically come to the conclusion that the most likely location is this. Actually, I should have a circle. Uh, that your most likely search area is like somewhere around here. Largely depends on what side of the river she's on.
All right. So yeah, we just have to contact Zerzrattle and just be like, "Hey, slap, slap, give us a location."
Um,
Seems fair.
but Vilkrath will like find you and say, "Well, how goes the search, you lot?"
I mean, I had some beer. It was great.
Nothing like
But
freshly crafted beer. Oh, I suppose if you want to ferment it longer, could be better.
everyone has their taste. Taste, I guess. No, Grandma, I think, has the most info. We just need to know. Yeah, we just need to know which side of the river the party's going to be on.
Well, if everyone is more or less done here, then we can go ahead to my place.
Oh yes, I'd love to meet your children and your wife.
Yes, I made sure to tell my wife to make a well, my wife and some of my older daughters prepare some extra food, uh, especially for the two larger women.
You're so nice. Thank you. I'm sure Gretma and Reynara would appreciate that.
Yeah, I just hope that Grandma doesn't do anything to scare the youngest ones.
So let's hope she doesn't do anything too drastic.
Eh,
Right, Grandma?
Hello there.
You're not gonna scare the children?
No. My scaring days are over, and she says with a toothless grin.
Did you just scare someone like 5 minutes ago?
I did no such thing. If he wet his pants, that was on him.
Oh god, that's so deep. Love it.
I'm just a kindly old grandmother. There's nothing terrible here.
I'm sure the I don't know.
Oh
What
fuck.
This is the perfect out of context quote.
Oh fuck. This is
Not
amazing.
my fault he wet his pants. It's not him for being so scared.
Maybe he should get fucking good.
Get good. Scrub. Oh, dear Lord.
I say, and another thing, Grandma,
Yes, dearie.
don't be so rough when if you ever decide to pinch the kids' cheeks, especially the more obvious
Oh.
ones.
Oh, I'm not gonna be so terrible. Besides, I'm never rough with you guys. I just go pinch the cheeks, and she's gonna reach up to try to pinch his cheek.
Grandma, you deal actual damage. Musley was bleeding last time.
What? Oh no, he was fine. That's just acne. He has old man acne, I imagine. Maybe, possibly.
Told I
Well,
didn't know old folk could get acne.
I
Babies can get acne, I'm sure.
well the ones that I'm talking about do not have acne. They're not anywhere close to being old enough for that.
I understand, dearie. I will be the most careful little knoll in the whole world.
That seems counteractive most nobles.
Right?
We'll be very careful. Oh, pinching of the cheeks will just kind of give him the old punch on the arm. She goes to punch Lynn on the arm.
Oh god, she tries to dodge.
That,
What's your AC? No, I'm just kidding.
It is pretty freaking high.
Oh, fuck.
yes. Now just say if you do end up hurting any of my kids or scaring them, you have my wife to answer to.
Oh, I understand, dearie. I'll be careful. No worries, no worries.
If she's scarier than you, I'm sure Grandma won't stand a chance.
You think I'm scary?
This is the sorcerer, right?
Yes.
Yes, you're very scary.
What makes him so scary, though, dearie? He's just a old farmer man.
Fuck. He's trying to boost his make him feel better about himself.
Oh, I see, I see. Of course, he's
She just glares at
terrifying.
Grandma.
He's terrifying. Of course, I understand. We'll be careful of you and your terrifying wife as well.
I mean, I'll say this: looks can be deceiving, but also the hells have no fury like a woman's anger.
Oh, isn't that
Especially
the
for her.
goddamn truth? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, dear Lenny.
Wait, who did you interrupt?
You, I didn't mean to interrupt you, dearie.
No, we were just. I was just adding on to that. Nothing to worry about. If
Well, there's especially nothing like a mother's wrath.
Ah, yes.
indeed.
Right.
In fact, it is unwise to fight many a female animal with babies. Most hunters tend to be hunted after that.
Yeah, a few of my sons learned that the hard way.
Well, they do.
Yeah, I'll take you out of town, like probably a mile or two before turning off of the main road to a side road. Through some fields, you get to a decently large farmhouse. Uh, and yeah, there is a barn off to the side. There is the characteristic smell of farm animals, uh, especially for Grandma. He's probably the best nose out of the group.
I'm sure Grandma is having the best of times. She's probably just drooling about and thinking about eating those said farm animals.
No, we're fine, we're fine. I'm going to keep my drool to myself.
This is fine.
And and perhaps you can start with the bit that's coming out of your mouth, right there.
Oh, shoot. Damned sorry. And she kind of just back up. Fuck, pardon me.
Right.
Oh god.
Well, this is the old farmstead. Uh, yeah, I'm sure Volko is like over in the barn doing work on some of the farm equipment in the cart.
Yes, it, it looks great. Reminds me of my parents' home.
You lived on a farmland?
No, I did not. My parents were farmers, so.
Wait, so you didn't live on the farm when you were a child?
Nope. The clergy took me in.
Dang. How young did they take you in? When you were a baby?
Yeah, they were concerned for my health, I guess.
Concerned for your health from a farm? Were they not good farmers?
No, they were good farmers. No, my parents are good farmers. No, my parents are human. The clergy was concerned as to why I was not human.
Oh, somebody cheated in that little marriage.
But that's not
Uh,
necessarily the case for all Siberians. Some go their entire lives with perfectly normal families before it suddenly happens upon them. Like in my
yes.
case, we didn't discover my father's infidelity until I was 5.
Damn, serial cheater, dad?
He may
No,
have
you see.
had something to do with the succubus.
Oh my.
In any case, I was from thenceforth very quickly sent to my to the local church where my family could forget that I exist.
God damn, that's horrible. I mean, you're their blood. I mean, granted, I guess we shouldn't talk if somebody cheats on their wife. The wife has the uh okay to essentially, chew off their arm. And then they drop down on the ladder, essentially, as it were, while the wife gets to stay up in her own little uh, standing.
Is that how Knoll culture works?
Why, yes, it's very what's the word? Matriarchal.
Yes, but
Sounds
my family did not need the stain of a fiend-touched child.
Oh, but that's not your fault. No baby is born evil.
that can be debated.
Are you saying you would throw a baby off a cliff if it was born evil?
No, I wouldn't.
I'm curious where you guys might find some evil babies. Is this a pandemic of sorts? A pandemic of evil babies?
I think you're missing the point, but if you find a pandemic of evil babies, let me know. I'd love to see what you would consider evil.
Of course, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they made that a movie once.
What's a movie?
It's called The Village, and that was the DM speaking.
Oh shit! Oh shit! That was M. Night Shyamalan's.
I don't know.
Is it the one with like the weird hooded, like?
I don't. From the synopsis that from what I can remember from the synopsis, it was that every woman in the village got pregnant at the same time, and their children were very strange. And
Oh shit! Yeah, this ain't M. Night Shyamalan's. He wouldn't have had anything like that. Interesting. I'll have to find this movie of evil babies.
yeah, I'm absolutely blanking on what it's called. I mean, I'll have to look that up.
God damn.
Just evil babies.
Attack of the Evil Baby.
I know it was like every woman that could get pregnant did get pregnant at the same time.
That's horrible. They all were in sync. Their cycles. In sync.
That's terrifying.
Wait, I might be remembering the correct name. I'm just double checking it.
Oh shit, oh shit.
When my phone eventually decides to be not slow.
I feel that in my goddamn bones, but by bones I mean computer, because the internet in my computer is fucking god awful.
Yes, Village of the Damned.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to watch that. Fuck yeah.
Looks like there are two versions.
Oh shit.
Ah, John Carpenter. There you go. That. At least the latest version. That explains it. It's John Carpenter.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, 1995, I think. I just turned my phone off, or put it to sleep. Yeah. So you have that lovely conversation as you go up to the house and
just talking about evil babies potentially being evil. This is great.
This is lovely.
Imagine being the wife and hearing this conversation.
It's like, what about evil babies?
What?
She
Oh.
peeks her head out. Excuse me?
Just, just wondering what the fuck the husband's brought in.
Actually, no. A like the door opens and a dragonborn with brass scales in it, same as Vilkrath. It's a, Dad, what kind of people did you bring home?
Hello.
By the spirits, you weren't wrong. One of them is an all. Like
What's
Doug,
wrong with those?
ducks his head back in. He's hey, Dad was right. Like Dad wasn't lying. He did bring home a knoll. Well, that was one of my older sons. The third eldest. It, I said, come in. Hey, make yourselves comfortable. I haven't had so many guests. Don't really know what to do.
Oh, you're doing great, dearie. It's quite alright. You just be yourself.
Yes, just enjoy yourself. It's not... You said you don't generally have guests, really?
Well, I don't have this many guests.
Oh, I see. Yeah, fair.
I mean, there are the farm hands that help out, but Renara and Volko like come around the corner and say, yeah, honestly, I'm surprised that this guy owns the land. Like, not a lot of people can say that.
Really?
That is rather impressive.
Very nice.
Yeah, if you know anything about feudalism, that's impressive. Almost makes him like on Sir Zradhal's level, like in terms
My
of
goodness.
social hierarchy. I thought he was the bottom of the rung for Dragonborn, but no. Please, Vocal, you flatter me too much. I'm not anyone special.
Oh, nonsense, good sir. You own land, and you're a little sorcerer man. Of course you're special.
Everyone's unique in their own special way.
Yeah, just wait till you see who his wife is, Renar says, as she goes in.
Oh, is she beautiful? I want to go see. And she goes to follow Renara.
I mean, I'm not one to judge. But it's not what you'll be expecting.
Oh?
Yeah, so you go in, you uh, it is pretty much like a farmhouse, but, Vilcraft will say that, especially his older sons, they, like, sleep out in the barn. But it is nice for a farmhouse. I mean, not too extravagant. But like going over to the dinner area, or I suppose Gratma following Renara on her nose. Uh, go over to the kitchen and well, what's Gratma's passive perception again?
It is. Let me see. 11.
Ah, right. And Lynn, you had a decently higher passive perception than that.
I believe it was. Let me just look at it. 13.
Yeah. So, Lynn, you do happen to notice what appear to be human-ish children, just like peeking out from the top of the stairs over where Gratma went. Grandma, you don't notice them. You're too focused. But when you get into
Then
the
waves at the children.
kitchen, you don't see a dragonborn woman, but you see an elven woman.
Damn.
Oh, hello there, dearie.
Oh, you must be Vilcrast's companions?
Oh, yes, hello. Are you his wife?
I am.
Oh my goodness, you are so lovely. How skinny is she? Does she have any flesh on them bones?
Um, she has as much as a wealthy commoner does.
Mm, probably not enough flesh on those bones. But you look
Not in
lovely. It's a
Grandma's
pleasure to meet you.
not in Grandma's opinion.
They never have enough
They
flesh
never
on
have
those
enough.
bones.
They can never hide their bones.
This is just mildly disturbing. This is fine.
To the correct fantasy name, or the correct name generator, because I failed to do that earlier.
Oh no.
But, you said he was traveling with mostly women? I mean, I was not expecting him to have so many companions. Especially so exotic of one.
Oh yes, Renara is lovely, isn't she?
Not whom I was referring to, but yeah, she is exotic in these parts. I haven't seen anyone so well muscled or lacking in clothing. And
Ah yes, it's the unfortunate truth that Renara here just doesn't have enough meat on her bones at times.
Grandma, she said I don't have enough clothes, not that I don't have enough meat.
Cloves, meat, they're kind of similar. They hide the bones.
And that's where the similarities end.
Fuck.
That's great. Wonderful.
Grandma's just either completely unaware if she's being called the exotic one or just very insistent that she isn't.
I'm not exotic. What are you talking about?
I'm
You're
normal.
exotic.
Everyone else is fucking weird.
Did I spell that correctly?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where the similarities are.
Back to what I was doing before I got distracted. Um. Uh. Sorry, just looking for a good name for this person.
All good.
Yeah, that's good. My name's Verona.
Hello, it's lovely to meet you, Verona. Yes, Verona.
Yes, nice to meet you, friend. It's so nice for us to for you to allow us to be here.
Oh, I was not aware that you had made so many plane touch companions.
But
Uh, yes, I was not. I did not know that I would meet so many Siderians.
Now I keep
hmm,
hearing the name Siderian. What exactly is that?
depends. In some cases, a Siberian is just, I don't know. Uh,
They're typically people that have that are planar touched, either from celestial uh, celestial heritage or, in my case, fiendish.
so in my case, it's celestial. Still don't know why.
Is this the evil baby plague you were telling me about?
Something like that, yeah. You can either have, some people would say the fiendish touch ones are evil. There's evidence to say they're not, or that all of them are as equally evil as normal humans.
Verona looks at Velcrath, just like puts up a hand and says, "Don't ask."
Ugh, imagine being a human. Couldn't be me.
And that's
Yeah, I think that'd be hard.
especially since you're a null. I can't imagine.
Yeah, I mean, not having fur? Ugh, how do you even sleep?
Comfortably.
I mean, I can't imagine how you can sleep without scales.
I mean, if you look at some of the wrinkly, like matted areas I have here, they could kind of count as scales, right?
Oh dear
Made.
God.
But grandmother, uh,
Grandma, that's not good for you.
and also grandma, this is the reason why. Well, uh, and Velcro says, scales are the reason why I told you not to pinch some of my children's cheeks. As you can see,
Uh,
some of my children will not have scales.
Oh, I see. They don't have protective cheek armor. That's
Precisely.
what you mean. Don't worry, I won't go pinching any cheeks today. I will keep my little pinchers to myself.
I'm sure many people are breathing a sigh of relief at that.
What do you mean? There's nothing
Exactly.
wrong with me pinching cheeks. I used to
Grandma,
do that all the time back in my little raid band. Oh, I miss them so.
I'm sure your raid band greatly enjoyed it.
Of course they did. It was classic. Wonderful way of bonds and such.
Vilcroth again says to his wife, "Don't ask."
This is just her going, what kind of people are you interacting with?
She's like, "Ayo, what the fuck?"
What'd my husband do this time?
Uh, uh, um, so you do have a nice meal with Vilcroth's family. I think Lynn had some interest in some of the children. There, so of note, there are two uh, younger ones, probably like 5 or 6. They are twins. Um, they seem to take after their mother and having an elven appearance, but they do have some patches, um, mostly like on their neck and parts of their arm where they do have scales. Um, but they don't say a word while you're there. Um, and it isn't until like someone tries to talk with them that Vilkrath says they're deaf. They cannot hear you, or and they, as far as we can tell, they can't speak.
Really?
They were born deaf.
Oh.
Yeah, we we are able to talk with them using sign language, but as far as I'm aware, that's the only thing they can understand.
Hmm.
What a
How do you
shame.
say hello to them?
I'll show you how to sign hello.
And she goes and just kind of waves at them, and then with a non-toothy grin, she goes and signs hello. Now, how do I tell them that my name is Gratma Bone Chewer?
Uh,
I
he
think that's a little too complicated, Grandma.
um Vilcras like thinks about a moment before Twilight actually comes over and will let's say, well, this is how you'll introduce yourself, and she'll like do it in sign language. So I will say that both Vilcrath and Twilight have common sign language as a language known.
Nice. Hell yeah, dude.
It's very nice.
The one
And
language that
Grandma
I
kind
stole
of,
from 2024 5e.
hell yeah. Didn't know they had that in there. Fuck yeah, dude.
In the new player's hand guide, yes.
That's fucking awesome. Hell yeah, dude.
That is nice.
You're saying.
Grandma kind of signs at them. My name is, and then she partially forgets how to spell out her name and instead just like kind of mimics like grandma, like the word grandma, like like she kind of mimics like walking with a walker, and then she chews on her bone staff, and then she nods.
um, the girl of the twins like kind of like backs up and hides behind her brother.
I didn't mean to scare your children. I'm terribly sorry. I was told that if I scare your children, the wrath of you will come down upon me, and I didn't mean it.
You are nervous about meeting new people at the moment.
Oh, I see.
I mean, meeting so many of you at once is probably a little overwhelming.
That's understandable. We are quite a large party, larger than we usually are.
Indeed, usually we move in smaller groups.
They move in herds. Sorry.
We move in
I mean,
herds.
this is our second task with everyone here. Lady Valfina here, we only met, well, some of us met, Twilight, Elroniel, and I, we met them a couple weeks ago because that was our job, was to escort her and her wife. They're non-citizens of the Empire. Escort them from the capital to the big city. I don't know what the others were doing since they was kind of secretive. But yeah, this is only our second job. Most of us. And looking for someone. Do we happen to know where at this point where she is?
We have a general idea.
Oh yes, look at this map, and she pulls out her little like map that she's been kind of adding to lately. We have an idea that any ruins that may be between the top of the map and where we are right now are probably going to lie on either side of the river, off of the beaten path.
Velfina will speak up. I did ask Zrad Hall to get more information, and he'll get that to us tomorrow since sending stones are limited.
Was that how he's contacting her?
I mean, that's how.
Technology of these days.
It's not so much technology as it is magical items.
Yeah, magical technology these days.
Some magical items have existed for a long time that do such tasks.
Back in my day, if I needed to pass an important message off to the leader of another warband, we had to send messengers that would go both ways up hills just to pass it along. Hopefully, they didn't get eaten when they got back.
You're sounding like
You
my
would eat
father
your
and my.
messengers?
You're sounding like
Only
my
if they
father and my.
failed.
You're sounding like my father and my mother-in-law.
Oh, your mother-in-law eat people too? I mean, I don't eat people. I don't chew on bones anymore.
Shoes on bone.
Chews on her giant
Nervously.
bone. Just slowly gnawing at it.
You hear one of the teenagers like pull one of his students like, "I told ya."
The kids are like watching with like
Like, yo, dog, what the
fascination.
fuck?
She looks a little hungry.
Told ya Knowles ate meat from well, no, actually, it's told ya Knowles ate people.
Yes, Grandma's just helping reinforce all this negative stereotypes.
Where was the conversation heading towards originally?
uh, sending
Derail the
stones.
conversation.
Sending stones.
Yes. Yes, Grandma just said that she definitely doesn't do these things.
Yes, I definitely don't chew on bones. And she chews nervously on her staff for a bit.
She starts chewing on a bone. This is fine. Lynn starts like making origami for the children, showing them how to do it.
Oh yeah, I mean, it is something that's novel to them, so they are very, especially the like ones under 10. They're very interested.
And she'll just show. She's just showing them how it's done. Just gives them like a flower or whatever, a crane.
Origami crane's just about the only origami I can do at this point.
I
Yep.
can't do fucking shit origami style, dude. I can't even fold a paper airplane.
Yeah, I had to teach
Really?
myself how to do that.
Nobody teaches us these kind of things these days.
No, they don't. It's a shame.
So he'll be getting back to us when he can. I hope it won't be in the middle of the night. He should.
Yes, you do need your beauty sleep.
Well, sleep on a good mattress. I mean, as you can tell, it's hard finding a mattress that won't be torn up while I sleep.
I can imagine.
And that's one of the reasons why we came here, is because we know that Dragons, or at least Dragonborn, have beds that are especially made with this being a possibility. Not too many Dragonborn where I come from.
Oh, that's a shame.
Well, at least not enough to where there's a market. A significant market. Mm-hmm. So then again, perhaps we could have looked in the Shawelian Empire. That's neither here nor there. And you'll get a good night's sleep. Have a good time with Vilgrath's family.
Yep.
Well, I call that here for this session.
Hell yeah.
I suppose I'll have to come up with a list of children because I think that might be something that both your characters